Hi, I'm Eliach, founder of Drafter AI. Now I'm recording a tutorial about the most primitive but interesting workflow about creating icebreakers, personalized messages for sales. Now we will use only one, even two sources for icebreaking. It's my website and website of a person I'm writing to. Let's see how to do that using Drafter AI platform. First of all, we need to create an input. In this input, we define what data do we need from user in order to start working. All we need is just the website. It's my and prospect. At the same time, it's the name of variables we will use later. Let's provide some suggestions for other users to understand what to do. You can optionally add a description, but we'll postpone it for later. Great. Now we need to scrape data from the website. In this tutorial, we will use only metadata. We don't need all the content of the web page, but we can do that as well. For now, we added a scraping block, but we need input. We will scrape our own website first, and we define what data we want to output. I want to output my title and my description. That's it. Well, those parameters are for advanced, for selectors. We'll use it later. Done. Now let's do the same for prospect website. We send prospect website defined in the input as the input for this block, and we also define variable as prospect title and prospect description. That's it. Now all we need is to use GPT in order to generate icebreaker. Let's do that. To do that, we will provide data scraped from all the websites, mine, and prospects as input. So we have 4 variables. And we define an output as icebreaker. And now we need to define the prompt. We do it in the same way you are working with ChatGPT. We provide in context. That's it. It's instruction. Now let's define data, variable data inside the prompt. The best way is to use text for AI to understand where to get the data. And we are using variables from the data input, my title and my description. and we close the tag. Now we define the prospect information. It's C and G responsibly. Now we provide some instructions for AI. Sometimes typos happen. So these sentences maximum use simple words match the information about me and prospect to personalize the message and offer. And now we define to get started with the message. Let's do that. Now after we build such a workflow, we can give it a try. Let's say that I'm working on my own behalf and want to say something to one of our products. That's it. This input is automatically generated based on the workflow data we provided before. Let's get started. It takes some time, usually up to 1 minute, but it can be faster. The only exclusion is if you use a GPT-4, because GPT-4 takes really long time. Now, we have an output designer where we define what information and data to output for us and users. At right, we see all the variables generated during the workflow, the one we defined, and the one that our service one. Let's say that we want to see the icebreaker only. That's it. Now we can use the same workflow via API. We can regenerate the message, or we can create new input. Give it a try. Thank you.